So I met a young guy in the park the other day where I was filming and, and doing some campaigning, and we've got his video, so we're going to play it for you. Have a listen to this. What you might hear might just shock you, and probably there's some truths that you and I need to hear. His name is Damian. Take a listen. Hi everybody.
Hello. Greetings from planet Earth.
Well, my name is Graham, and this is my guy from another planet,
Damian Richardson.
Damian Richardson. Damian, tell me, how old are you?
I'm 20, uncle.
You're 20.
I'm 20 years old.
You're 20. And you currently, what do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living? I'm an event planner, event hoster.
Wow.
I sell sneakers and clothing, like name brand clothing and stuff. And I'm an artist and artist manager.
Wow.
I'm currently managing G5. Not sure if you remember, I'm Jimmy G and Garo G from Bloemendal.
No, I don't, but I'm going to certainly look it up.
But yeah, I started managing them recently, so yeah.
Cool. So tell me now, you say you're 20 years old, eh?
Yes.
2021?
20
years old. Have you ever voted in your life before?
I won't lie, I haven't voted yet.
Wow. Why not? Give me an idea. What do you think? What's the reason that you haven't voted?
Can I be 100% honest with you?
Exactly.
And
what
with my answers not going to affect anything with
Not
me.
at all. Not at all.
Yeah. But to be honest, I don't believe in this government. I don't believe in the parties that South Africa has to offer, because everybody can talk and do stuff before the elections, but when elections comes, everybody's scarce. Like, look at this DA at the moment. They're doing all the stuff for the municipality and things, but when they get into power, they're going to be scarce again, like they were in all the previous years.
Just for the record purposes, this is not solicited. Damian's talking out of his own free will, and we have witnesses around that can testify to that. So that's how you're feeling about a political party. Cool. And what else? Well, what else? Why? What's the other reason why you're out? Just shortly, why do you think? Do you think political parties can fix things up in a city?
They can, but they're using the money for the wrongdoings.
Wow.
Like, why do we need to change East London to Ugumpo? And why do we need to change PE to Kabega?
Okay.
Where we could be using their money to fix potholes or build infrastructure that's broken or something, you know?
Hey, you
like
got my vote. Now,
like,
but that being said, have you ever heard of the Freedom Front Plus?
No, I have not until today, until you sat down here and told me about it.
Okay, cool. So the Freedom Front Plus stands for a bunch of values that resonate differently from most political parties. Good biblical, good Christian values, good biblical values, godly values. We don't stand for misappropriation of land. And obviously we are the anti, black economic empowerment, because it hasn't really, if I can say, it hasn't really given or done what it was intended to do.
True. Nelson Mandela was the last black president or black person in power that actually did something good for South Africa.
Yeah, I actually met him twice.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. I can see that's why you're talking to me today.
Oh, I'm not sure if it's because of him, but I had the privilege to meet him twice when I used to live in Kugompo in East London. What do you think is wrong with service delivery, if you can kind of comprehend and understand it? I mean, you're sitting in a park now. Look at this. What do you think of the park at this moment in time? What do you think of this area?
The simplest way that I can put it, the government doesn't care. They don't care for us. They don't care for its people. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's a sad story.
It's a sad story.
Sad story. Hell, man. And so now I would imagine you are not even registered to vote.
No, I'm not.
Now, what if I say to you that I would love to register you to vote? Obviously, you can pick whichever party you want to vote for. But this is the time as for youngsters like you who run their own business, who have an identity, who understand the bottom, can I call it, structures of what's going on in our city more than what we would know, that are perhaps cloaked in our comfort zones. Maybe then you would look at the political spectrum a little differently. Would that be something that you'd be interested in?
To be honest, not really. I'm not a fan of the South Africa's political parties.
I'm with you.
Like I said previously, I just don't like the way of moving in South Africa.
Okay.
with the power that they have.
What do you want in a political party right now? What do you want
Sure.
in a party that if there was some party that could represent you, you know,
Sure,
what would you want?
do you have like 4 days, 5 days of time? Because I could literally be speaking centuries upon centuries of words of stuff, but
Shortly, I mean,
what we need the most is people that can actually see what the people need in our society and what the economy needs, and what we need to actually build South Africa to make it known in like all over, because everybody knows about America being this fancy place and New York being this fancy place, but what do they know about PE? The gangsterism, the rapings and all of that. We need to do something to make PE better, man. That's all I can say. We just need politicians that can make PE better, South Africa
do you
better.
think those politicians exist?
They are, I feel like, not in our political parties, they don't exist, but there are people out there that are trying to do something, but they don't have that way to be able to get into
Irrespective
power.
of
like
which
that.
party they're on, there are some people out there that are trying to do good. Yes.
Yes.
Now you've met me, so I just walked up to you and came and sat here in the park here. What's your thoughts? What do you think? Do you think I could be one of those guys and could maybe make some changes?
To be honest, if you met Nelson Mandela, like you said, and then I know you are telling the truth, that you can do something good, because Nelson Mandela was a good man.
Yes.
He wouldn't respect other people if they weren't good people like him.
100%.
So I respect you, uncle.
Oh, thanks, Damian. I really appreciate that. You seem very emotional. You're coming across as a emotionally intelligent person, but with a lot of issues that's going on in your life right now. And I want to wish you everything of the best, but I also want to encourage you that you must continue. Self-employment is the way to go.
True, uncle.
It's the only way. You know, that's going to solve the unemployment problem in our country. But you come across as somebody who's you've really gone through tough times in your life, tough challenges. You tell me your mom is not working at the moment, so you're supporting her, and your grandparents as well.
Yes, uncle.
That's fantastic, and I want to applaud young guys like you. I see you getting cold shivers. It's like
Oh no, uncle.
yeah, this is a defining moment. But I want to say thank you for talking to me, man. It's been a pleasure. Now, what I would like to know is, would you like to register to vote and keep the option open, and then we can later maybe talk about joining a particular party? How about that?
Unfortunately, I'm already joined in a political party.
Which one is that?
I'm a part of 1812.
1812.
Yes, if
Okay.
you even had to see the registration, you would see my name is there.
I respect
It's
that.
1812.
I respect that. I respect that. But are you registered to vote in the national election or the municipal elections? Do you know if you're not? Or you're not sure.
I'm not sure. To
So
be
what
honest.
we can do is
Yes.
do it on our phone quickly,
Yes.
and we check through your ID number
Yes.
if you are registered, and if you are, man,
Okay.
you're gonna make a difference.
Yeah, I think we can do that. I
Cool
think that's a
beans.
way.
Awesome, brother.
That's a way, brother.
Okay, yes, and be good, be safe.
You too. Thank you so much for encountering me and like checking me out and coming up to me and talking to me about this. I really appreciate it, and I feel like we needed this talk. I think people needed this talk, uncle.
And you've got my contact details.
Yeah, uncle. Definitely.
Wow. So, here's my concern. So many people, like Damian, specifically youngsters, which is extremely concerning to me, have just become disillusioned by the construct of politics. In so much so as to how leaders are portraying themselves or positioning themselves, across the spectrum of politics and in government, for that matter. We have people following, political leaders that are just. I just don't understand how absurd it can be that people can be so disillusioned. But even more so is the problem that people are not voting. And what Damian says is fact. It's true. You get up early in the morning and you're off to the voting station and you stand in long queues and you strike conversations with people. It could be a rainy day, it could be a cold, it could be a blistering heat. The queues are long. It's frustrating, it's irritating, and along that queue you're not quite sure if you're going to make your mind up who you're going to vote for. Is there last minute change in your decision? Do you see the political candidate in the distance, sitting in his or her car, waving that last-minute flag? And you think to yourself, what the hell am I doing here? Why do we do this? Because, inevitably, let me tell you that, for the most part, what politicians say on or at the time of campaigning is for the most part absolute. They can't promise you anything. It cannot happen. No politician can promise you or pledge to you what they are going to give you. 5 pledges, 4 pledges. We promise you water. We promise you this. We promise you job creation. It's not going to happen. A lot of things have to fall in place before something like that actually occurs. And they are restricted by a number of things: legislation, policies, procedures, internal administration issues. The wheels of government versus the wheels of administration, they run on different train tracks. But it concerns me. I'm worried. I'm worried that, almost 45, 50, maybe 60%, give or take a few percentages of people do not vote in our country. Now, if you don't, your voice is not represented. And whoever gets into council is not really truly representing you. Doesn't make sense to me. But I guess I can understand if it's put in the way that Damian does. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of work to do. Not only must we win hearts, we must win minds. The political spectrum in our country needs a mind shift. See you later.